Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is New Lead Traveler. We are doing part 3 of the complete walkthrough, so we're going to have lots of these. But without any further ado, let's go ahead and get into it right now. So we're about to go to the Defense Against the Dark Arts class for the very first time. And I've just been looking around exploring. We already did Charms, so let's get right to it. Alright, so right before I left off, we had this page that I saw that was right in front of me. So we'll just go ahead and reveal that and collect that. An Augury skeleton. This is a skeleton of an Irish phoenix. I'm Irish, so here we go. An intensely shy bird who can forecast the coming of rain and whose mournful cry was once believed to foretell death. Alright. Okay. Let's continue on and go to the class. All right, let's go, boys.
Is that all you've got?
Sebastian from all the trailers.
Levioso! Professor Hecat!
Perhaps you'd be good enough to blast each other to pieces in your own time. I get new students every year, but I only have one Hebridean black skull. It was a token from the Great Poacher Raid of 1878. No doubt you've heard of it. Now, you may be asking yourself how an old woman like me single-handedly took out the largest poacher ring in eastern Wales and lived to boast about it. Knowledge. To the wise, age matters very little. Today we will review a spell that has saved me from death at the hands of dark wizards more times than I care to remember. Levioso.
Levioso?
Isn't it Leviosa?
Charm?
Levioso! A surprised opponent is a weak opponent. Care to defend yourself, Master Pruitt? No? One thing I've learned as an unspeakable is the value of simplicity, especially in the heat of battle. Now, let's practice what we've just learned, starting with something small.
All right. Leviosa. It bothers me it's not Wingardium Leviosa, but I guess it's more of a general just floating spell from what I've seen versus like being able to control the movement. So, yeah, it's interesting. Once again, I'm just excited to be doing this, and with anyone who's watching, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Just kind of getting started. Hoping to just really delve deep into this, so
Now,
excited to
let's
be
try
here.
something a little larger. Let us begin with the basic cast.
Oh man, if this was what I had for school,
Your cast.
man, I'd study so much.
Cast Leviosa first, then the basic cast.
Okay.
Remember.
Levioso?
Now, done. Done.
Levioso?
Keep going? Okay, I'll keep going.
Very good. But the best way to practice is by duel. We'll start with you two. Duelists, take your marks.
Time for a proper Hogwarts welcome.
Now, I want a fair duel, using only Levioso, basic cast, and Protego. You may begin.
Alright, let's go, Sebastian. So done.
Nothing lucky about it. I know.
Stupid Tiger.
these things.
Levioso!
Executed Levioso.
Let's just say I'm a quick learner.
Not bad for a beginner. You give as good as you get.
I put you on the spot, and you rose to the challenge. Points to Gryffindor.
All right.
Thank you, Professor Hackett. Glad to have the opportunity to practice.
If what I've seen today is any indication, we can expect great things from you. I demand excellence from my students. They are capable of achieving it, and they must achieve it. A classroom duel is one thing, but battling dark wizards, or as ever more likely, goblins, is a different kettle of Grindylows entirely.
Understood, Professor.
So, I'd advise you to keep practicing whenever you can. Perhaps Mr. Sallow will have some ideas for you. Again, well done today. I shall reach out soon with additional assignments.
Oh, she
Right,
knows. She
that's enough
so
spectacle
knows.
for one day. Class is dismissed.
Nice work.
I enjoyed that.
Well, that duel was quite something. Everyone will be talking about it.
It was certainly good practice.
Practice. It felt more like I was dueling an expert. Sebastian Sallow, by the way. Didn't expect a new student to be so deft with a wand. Then again, perhaps this wasn't your first duel.
In fact, it was. Perhaps I have a knack for it.
Be coy if you like, but I know better. Magic requires intention and talent. You know, you might be a perfect fit for a certain exclusive, unsanctioned dueling organization.
Exclusive and unsanctioned. Count me in.
Excellent. Knew I was right about you. If you want to get the most out of your time at Hogwarts, you're going to need to break the rules now and then. Whether it's joining a secret dueling club or sneaking into the restricted section of the library, you just have to be clever enough not to get caught.
Thank you, Sebastian. I'll keep that in mind.
Good. Pleasure chatting with you. I'm sure I'll see you soon. Perhaps somewhere unsanctioned? We'll see if your performance today was sheer luck or actual skill. Look for Luke and Brattleby near the clock tower entrance. If you're interested. Till next time.
Oh, the teacher so knows. The teacher so knows that there's this going on.
Oh, I'm not much for dueling. I prefer to keep things friendly. If you know the right spells, it's dark wizards that'll fear you, not the other way around.
All right.
You dueled Sebastian. He's strong competition. Well done. I'd hate to face Professor Hackett in a duel.
Revelio.
The Hebridean Black Skeleton. Nice. Let's see what we got next on our quests. Go meet up with Professor Weasley.
Revelio.
God, there are so many of them. Oh boy. So many pages. We'll eventually get to them all. We'll eventually get there.
Of this headmaster, I think we should have a moon calf in charge. In trouble, are we? Thought as much.
Revelio.
the Wyvern Fountain. Well, we'll have time to keep exploring, so let's go meet up with Professor.
What about the room, Professor?
I was thinking the same thing, Deke. Perhaps you could help.
Oh, excuse, Deke.
Ah, there you are. I trust your first classes went well?
They did, Professor.
I heard as much from Professors Hecat and Ronan. Seems Professor Fig taught you quite a bit before you arrived. I'd wager there's a good deal more to your travels here than what you've told me. Isn't there?
Have you and Professor Fig not discussed my training?
He continues to be reticent about the details, mentioning only a few spells. Revelio, was it? And Lumos?
That's correct, Professor.
Oh
I
yeah,
see.
Revelio everywhere.
Like trying to get a sonnet from a streeler. Regardless, you must continue to build upon what you've learned. In that regard, I've asked your professors to help hasten your progress with some extra assignments.
Professor Ronan did mention something about that.
In fact, Professor Ronan will meet you outside momentarily to assign your first one. Now, regarding the trip to Hogsmeade I mentioned earlier, we've arranged to replace the supplies lost on your way here, including seeds, potion recipes, and spellcrafts.
Thank you, Professor.
And Mr. Ollivander will connect you with the perfect wand.
About
You've
time.
managed your classes well with a borrowed wand, but you'll find the magic you cast with your own wand to be far superior.
Can you tell me more about the potions shop, Professor?
J. Pippin's Potions stocks a wide array of potions ingredients, although they rarely sell recipes. Professor Sharp asked that they have a couple of particular recipes on hand for you.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration magic.
There's an Ollivander's in Hogsmeade.
There is. Most people are familiar with the shop in Diagon Alley. We're fortunate to have someone like him nearby. Mr. Ollivander is a genuine craftsman and highly skilled wand maker. I would trust no one else to pair me with a wand.
I've never heard of a spellcraft before, Professor. What is it?
A spellcraft is a recipe of sorts used when conjuring objects. I shall explain more about them when you begin working with transfiguration.
Yeah, I've never really heard of a spellcraft either. That should be interesting.
I'm eager to get to Hogsmeade.
Very well. I'd like you to make your first visit to the village with a classmate. Help you get your bearings. Perhaps Sebastian Sallow or Natsai Onai. I've noticed you spending time with them.
We're gonna go with Natty. I'm gonna go with Natty. Just vibe a little bit better. Fellow Gryffindor. You know, less likely to get into trouble, but we'll see.
I'd like to go with Natty.
Excellent choice. Miss Onai is one of our most talented students. And she knows the area. She'll keep you well clear of any of Victor Rookwood's undesirables en route.
Rookwood?
A rather unsavory local. Best to avoid him and his associates, including his right hand of sorts, Theophilus Harlow, if you can. Once you've finished Professor Ronan's assignment, your friend will meet you at the castle doors. No time to waste. The sooner you complete your work, the sooner you can enjoy a butterbeer at the Three Broomsticks.
Cheers to that.
Revelio.
Assignments are types of quests given to you by Hogwarts professors that, when completed, will reward you with new spells. The reward for completing your first assignment will be the Mending Charm, Reparo, which is required to complete other quests. You can track assignments in the progress and quest menu. Sweet. Partial transfiguration, just like the cup in the movie.
Revelio.
What are you up to now?
Nothing but trouble.
Ah, there you are.
You have a new spell to teach me, Professor.
Indeed I do, and an exceedingly useful one at that. The Mending Charm, Reparo. Fixes things right up, makes a broken object good as new in the blink of an eye.
It seems as if that might come in handy.
More frequently than one would imagine. As Professor Weasley mentioned, I am not the only one who will be teaching you spells outside of class in an effort to catch you up with your peers. A number of your professors have agreed to do so as well, but first, each shall ask that you complete a few preliminary tasks to hone your magic. I have arranged some for today. See them through and then report back to me. We will have you casting Reparo in no time.
Why must I first complete tasks to learn Reparo?
No lesson or lecture can compare to first-hand experience, and these tasks should provide you with just that. Such experience is invaluable when mastering any new bit of magic.
All right.
I'll start on the task right away, Professor. This is the right area. I wonder where the flying... Got it.
All right, one more to go. Looks like something I can't quite do yet.
A flying page must be around here somewhere. Brilliant.
I trust the preliminary...
I completed the assignments, Professor.
Marvelous. You clearly know your way around basic charms. Let us give the old Mending Charm a try then, shall we? Remember to be deliberate in your enunciation and movements. I want to see some vigor. Now, wand at the ready.
Yes, sir.
Remember when we did all the old Flipendo spells back in the day? In the old games? That was cool. I haven't really seen it much since then.
That's it. Very good. If you would like to practice mending something, have a go with that broken statue in the alcove by the water. It allegedly symbolized heartbreak. Perhaps a jilted lover thought it too accurate and lashed out.
Reparo.
Nicely done. Works like a charm, doesn't it?
Let's go meet up with Natty so we can go to Hogsmeade. Get our own wand. Continue the adventure.
Revelio.
So many.
Accio. Revelio.
There's something in there. I just know it.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, hello. I'm Lenora. Pardon me if I seem a little distracted at the moment. Everyone thinks I'm utterly balmy. Samantha thinks I'm potty. But it's this painting. I never noticed it before. If I know Hogwarts, and I do, an empty frame doesn't appear for no reason. There's something more to this.
Have you gained any insights about the painting since you've been studying it?
I did discover that casting Lumos has an effect of some kind. But I'm not sure what to do next.
Are there any other empty paintings like this around the school?
Yes, a few. This entire place is somewhat of a riddle, to be honest. If I can work out the riddle of this one, I'll know what to do with all of them. As good a place as any to begin.
If I have the time, I may look. Could be intriguing.
I've been racking my brains long enough. I hope you'll have better luck than I have. Do come and find me if you stumble on something illuminating that's all.
Okay, Lumos.
Lumos. That spot must be a clue. I should look around in case it's nearby.
Wait. Is that just that? Was it going to show me this first time? Okay, it shows me on the mini-map. I was about to be like, dang.
This looks like the location from the painting.
Oh,
what could be so special about it? Lumos. Let's get you back to your frame, little moth.
Oh, okay. Makes sense. Just gotta take it back.
I'd never have a heart.
Oh, it'll go right there. Alright, so deactivate Lumos. Perfect.
I knew there was a connection. I should tell Lenora that I solved the puzzle of that empty frame. Lenora, I solved the mystery of that painting.
You did? How?
I found the location depicted in the painting, and then I cast Lumos to guide a moth back to the frame.
All very logical, I suppose. Pity I was so close to solving it. You have a knack for solving riddles. Natty's good at that too. So is Amit, although he does tend to over-explain. Well, I'm glad someone figured it out.
She took that really well.
I should have seen that.
Accio.
Dang, good range on that. Let's see what new gear we got to equip. Doesn't look like we have anything, so maybe there's stuff I can unlock. One of two, one of three. Two of 15, okay. I guess let's go to Hogsmeade now. No, I keep saying that, but I mean it for real this time.
At least you didn't do what that
Revelio.
Scarecrow, Sorcerer Hat. Nice. Oh, something with actual magical properties. Cool. Once again, you can go ahead and equip something that gives you better properties. You don't need to have it show the properties. You can just have it appear invisible if you don't like the look of it. And you can sell anything that you don't want, but you'll still retain the appearance.